Hello everyone, Shabim here and welcome back to some more of the Gibraltar Challenge. We are back with the first round of the Europa Cup 2, or the Euro Cup 2. We're in the very first qualifying round, and we'll be taking on Gibraltar, who I believe are from the Faroe Islands. We're actually the favourites for this match, which is pretty damn good. Now, transfer-wise, we haven't really done much, to be honest. We've let 3 players go on free transfers. James Yates has left. He's gone to Magpies, which is nice. I was hoping they'd stay in the country, which they have. Jesus Cabanas has left. He's currently not with a club at the moment. And Charles Zomenyo has also left as well. He's wanted by Lincoln Redim. So there were players that were useful for us, but to be honest, I just wasn't really using them. And we were paying quite a bit of wages for those 3, so I sort of left them to it. We brought in 1 player from Lincoln Redimps. Of course, you saw me doing it in the last episode, I think. And that is Wayne Hill, the young striker. Looks fantastic. Not played a game for Lincoln Redimps yet, but he is in my squad ready for this Euro Cup game. But let me look at the schedule. Should be an interesting season, this one. So we're in the Euro Cup. Hopefully we can do well in this, because hopefully we can get a lot of money in. Hopefully we can try and become... I wonder if they'll let us do it now. Where is... Is it Club Vision? Where can I make board requests? That's it there. Personal, networking, finance, professional status. Okay, to attract better players. Fitness. Okay, let's see if they... As much as we would love to, we simply cannot afford to take the extra cost involved in becoming full-time at this point in time. Okay, so we still need to earn more money to do that. So, let's get straight into the game, because I've already set the team up. Wayne Hill needs a squad number. Yeah, so no transfers in so far, apart from Wayne Hill. I couldn't find anyone that I thought would really suit us well, and our team is pretty strong anyway. We are going to go for a much more narrow formation this season. And because we don't really have great wingers, but we do have a lot of great central midfielders. So that is the plan. So in goal, we still have Robert Easam. He is wanted by a lot of clubs, but they're just offering stupidly low amounts until somebody comes in with a decent amount, which is obviously, I'm willing to sell him if we get that, because that's how we're going to go professional, is by selling players like this. Lucas Alonso was a player that was on the verge of leaving the club, but we haven't got many other good left backs, so I decided to keep him in the club for now, but it's a position I'm looking to improve on. Mark Pope continues in at centre-back for his 3rd season now. And then Alan Gavizo lines up alongside him. These two have built up quite a good partnership over time. Daniel Harris-Arnold, the young right-back, he's wanted by Basingstoke. We've got a lot of players wanted by Basingstoke, actually. He's been fantastic for us so far. In the CDM spot, we have Charlie Rowan, who is also wanted by lots of clubs. But he's doing fantastically well for us. We want him to stick around because he could become Gibraltarian at the end of this season, so that'd be good. 2 centre mids, then we have Cassano, who was our top goal scorer last year with 7 goals. It's the highest anyone's ever scored in the league for Europa points, which is not great because he's a central midfielder. Alongside him, then Fran Alvarez, who is also wanted by some clubs. Oh, actually, both decent Spanish clubs, aren't they? Again, these 3, all pretty close to getting Gibraltarian nationality, which is nice. But we do have a 3 up front that do have Gibraltarian nationality. Nick Campbell-Lean, the young central attacking midfielder. Bit disappointed he hasn't been called up for the main squad yet. We have got Farid Benali, who is looking fantastic, of course. Came through the academy last season, looks very good, and this is his big chance to prove himself. And alongside him, making his professional debut, not just for us, but in football in general, we have got Wayne Hill, someone who came through the academy at Lincoln Redimps, but for some reason, they never gave him a game, and we are going to be doing that today. And we take on, like I said, this random team from the Faroe Islands, which I'm looking forward to. I mean, there's big money involved. I don't know. I remember when I did this before, and if you lost in the first qualifying round in the Champions League, you got like 150k, which was not bad at all. So I don't know what you'd get if you lost here, but we are the favourites, so I want to get through to the second knockout stage, at least the second qualifying stage. That's the plan. And see what sort of prize money we do end up with in this one, because a couple of seasons of this and all of a sudden we could potentially look to become professional. And I think what we are going to have to do for our first few years of being professional is possibly just bring in a lot of young players with good potentials and essentially exactly what the club says with their hashtag on their Twitter handle, a stepping stone club. We would have to bring players in, develop them, and sell them on for a profit, and then we'll be able to hopefully get enough money to be able to sustain ourselves and not have to do that as Hill. There we go, Wade Hill on his debut, 8 minutes and 38 seconds in, heads the ball into the back of the net after being assisted by Farid Benali. Those two look like they could have developed a very good understanding already. It was Harris Arnold's throw to Benali. Great ball in, and Hill at the back post heads it back past the keeper, who did get a hand on it, but it wasn't enough. And the ball dribbles into the back of the net. There we go. It's an away goal as well, which is fantastic. If we can get a couple of good away goals here, we'll be looking pretty damn good for the second leg. It's a throw in for them. Can we steal it and do something with it? Hopefully. Damn. Plays it back to Poulsen. There's Johansson. To Olsen. Big ball over the top looking. He's found Vattenhamar. Good save by Izem. The man who's wanted. He must have a great potential then, because it's insane to think that he's wanted by so many big clubs. He must have a really good potential. I mean, Juventus, Man United, Man City, Real Madrid, Barcelona, all interested in this lad, but they're all, at the moment, I've not had a bid over £15,000, which is just not good enough. I mean, we managed to get 100k for Severio last season. We managed to get 200k for John Williams, the right mid, who's now playing for Charlton in Division 1A. So it shows how good he actually was, doesn't it? But that's definitely going to be a big advantage to Gibraltar to have players like that moving around. And I am willing to let Izem move just to improve Gibraltar as a nation. But like I said before, it's so important for us to have the money, because that's how we're going to become professional and really take that big step, which is going to make such a massive difference for us. Cassano at the back post, puts it in the back of the net. Good lad, Cassano with the goal. We get our second away goal, and it's another assist for Farid Benali, who's starting the season very, very well. Love it. Absolutely love it. I'm hoping we get some more players actually called up to the international side this year as well. It's a bit annoying how I really think we do have some cracking players, but for some reason the game is only calling them up for the under-21s and the under-19s, whereas I think some of them should be in the main squad. I think sometimes it's just not great. I mean, with the knowledge, it must be down to the manager and the manager's judging players' ability, because it's the same with Wayne Hill here we purchased. He's got great stats. He's like one of the best strikers in Gibraltar, yet he hasn't played a single game for Lincoln Red Imps in the seasons he's been there. Not even the Bright Stars Championship or anything, which I just could not understand. It's a weird one. It really is, but either way. Cassano now, here's Hill. I think Benali deserves a goal after the game he's had so far, but he's offside there. Ball's cleared only as far as Harris Arnold. Plays it across, looking for Cassano. It's not the best pass in the world, but Cassano is going to get there. There's Alonso. Yeah, so Cassano could become Gibraltarian pretty soon as well, actually, couldn't he? Campbell lean. Here's Cassano again. Fran Alvarez. Ball over the top, finding Hill. Into Campbell lean. It's over the top. We're 55 minutes in. I might consider making a couple of substitutions here just to rest a few people ready for the second leg. Don't want to risk too much. Plus give us a chance to, let's give Butterworth a bit more time. Of course, he's another one who came through the academy last season. Dan Osborne can come on as well. And I wanted to keep the two strikers, I think, actually. Let's bring on Dave Taylor in place of Cavizzo, who's been booked. Nice triple substitution with half an hour left. Has it happened yet? It has happened now, yeah, okay. This new formation then, I don't know if it's obviously the new formation's working well, or it's just down to the fact that the team we're playing aren't that strong, but I'm pretty pleased how things are going, because it is a brand new formation today. They've not used it before. It's been working quite nicely, having the two strikers. I don't normally do two strikers, to be honest. I normally only have one and have the three attacking mids, but it seems to be working incredibly well for us today. There's a good bit of link-up between Williams and Benali. We need Benali to get locked into Gibraltar straight away as well, because of course he can also play for Morocco, and it looks like he does have pretty good potential. As Poulsen now puts the ball wide. Or pulls it wide, shall I say. Hey. It's a corner kick to them. Be nice if we could keep a clean sheet here and take the 2 away goals back to... is it the Victoria Stadium? I should know that by now, shouldn't I, really? Eason plays a short throw to Pope. There's Alonso. All the way forward, finding Hill. God, we can get a third, that'd be lovely. Come on, Hill. Hill over the top, finding Fran Alvarez with a shot just wide. "75 minutes in and we're winning 2-0 away from home in the Faroe Islands." It looks like that's the way it is going to finish. We've done pretty well here today. Cassano once again having a fantastic match. But the 2 assists for Benali as well was fantastic as well. There we go. Lovely win. Lovely, lovely win. Right, so let us get into here and say passionately that I'm very pleased with your performance. Match fitness is on its way up as well, which is great. So we'll push forward now to the second leg. Well, that's not handy, is it? Robert Eason has handed in a transfer request. He's unhappy that his move to Spurs was blocked, and now he wants to actively leave. So we're not going to be able to get the £1 million I wanted for him. I'm going to have to do a little bit of jiggery pokery now and see what sort of deal we can get for him. But it does mean we're probably going to have to get another goalkeeper in, so I'm not quite sure. I mean, we do have Paul Taylor, who's okay, not amazing. And then we have Peter Luger, who again is okay, but not amazing. Neither of them are anywhere near as good as Robert Eason. So losing him is going to be a pretty big hit to us. But we've got quite a few teams interested, and hopefully we can play them against each other to try and get the best money from them. But anyway, let's get to that second leg. And here is the second leg, and we've gone for the exact same team, bar 1 player, which I'm sure you can probably guess. Robert Eason has left the club. Manchester United did give us the best offer. We had to really fight for it, like 160,000, which is nowhere near what I wanted. I wanted a lot more than that. But they have offered us, I think it was 30% of the next transfer profit. So if they do ever sell him, it looks like we could end up with a nice chunk of money in the bank from that as well. But it's not ideal, but it's fantastic for the nation of Gibraltar. And it is definitely going to improve them. If we look at the actual nation itself now, well, Liam Walker's unattached. We can't sign him, can we? I know. Staff role only. No. Important player. Don't know if I should. I don't know if I should, actually. John Williams has now played for the national side and got himself a goal as well, which is pretty nice. Have they got a... What? They beat Estonia 3-1? That's huge. Wow, a goal for John Williams as well. That's really, really big, that is. That's massive. That's going to... I mean, then they lost 2-0 to Belgium, but still, that's huge. They're still only 181st in the world rankings, but still, that's a real massive win, that is, for them. So yeah, that's really going to help the national side. John Williams, of course, is the other one that we sold to Charlton. We got 200 for him from Charlton, didn't we? So yeah, it's going to be difficult. Peter Luger's not as good a goalkeeper as Eason, but hopefully it's going to be enough. How much will it affect the class? We wish him best for all of his career. That'll probably do. Let's just try and be smart with it all. So of course we do have the 2-0 lead, both away goals, so as long as we don't concede 2 goals in this, we should be okay. Peter Luger's actually making his debut for the club in this game as well. I'm not quite sure he's good enough, so I might have to have a look at potentially trying to get a new goalkeeper in before the next round of this competition, should we qualify for it. So yeah, I might have to have a look at that, see who's available. I've not bothered really, because Eason's been so good that I didn't really want to change it, but... Just don't know if Peter Luger's up to it. Apparently he is a decent player for any National League side, but of course we want better than that, because we're going to want someone who is going to help us potentially go on and try and win the league. As Benali's in, and it dribbles in. Farah Benali's first goal of the season makes it 1-0 on the night, 3-0 on aggregate after 2 minutes of this second leg. And I can feel that next round come in. That'd be lovely. I don't know how easy the next round's going to be. There's Rowan, there's Fran Alvarez. It's Alvarez's ball over the top. We've just rejected an offer for Alvarez from Europa FC. Yeah, I think this is actually a pretty strong team. The thing is, there's not that many games in the season, is there? So there's no point in having too many players. And because we're bringing through so many good young players, we've let a lot of decent players go. So I think we might as well just not go too mad, because I want to try and make some money. And if we've got too many players in the wage budget, of course, we're going to be losing a lot of players. I wonder how the attendance is like here today. I'm hoping it'll be pretty good. Fran Alvarez. Lovely ball, out finding the fellow Spaniard Alonso, who finds Bernali in the middle, who finds the back of the net. Farid Bernali, he's had a fantastic start to the season, hasn't he? 2 assists in the last game, now 2 goals in the first 16 minutes in this one as well. Farid Bernali, we may have lost Easam, we may have lost John Williams, but we now have another fantastic name in our club in Farid Bernali, who is an absolute goal machine. And this new formation is working pretty well. Of course, the test will be in the league to see how good it's working. But at the moment, because I don't know how good this Viking Gibraltar actually is. Bernali's ball, Campbell lean. Is this a penalty? It is a penalty, and Bernali's going to take it. Looking for a first half hat-trick here in Europe. And he does. He slams it in the back of the net. There we go. Farid Bernali slams home his 26-minute hat-trick. And I think it's fair to say the second round of the Euro 2 League is definitely in our future. 5-0 5-0 up on aggregate now. 3-0 up on the night. Lovely Jobley. It's Harris Arnold. So Peter Luger's getting a good day considering it's his debut. It's not getting overworked. Bernali tried to cross it. It's going to come back. Campbell Lean picks it up. They're messing around with it at the back, and Bernali steals it. And Bernali slams it into the back of the net. It's his 4th of the night. Farid Bernali is on fire. Absolute fire here. Wow, what a man. There was a big sort of error between the defenders there, and they tried to play it back, and Bernali just nicked it and slammed it in the top corner. That is very impressive. Yeah, the stands are full actually, which is good. We definitely need to build up our support, and that will help us bring in more money as well. And I'd love to see how much money we're going to get. Remember, we just made 160k from selling Easam. We sold Kike Severia for 100k last season, and 200k for John Williams. So we are actually making quite a bit of money. So we'll have to keep an eye and see what sort of players are going to be available for us as well. Big ball at the top looking for Harris Arnold. We might be able to afford a big name or so. But do we need them? That's the question. Fran Alvarez, Cassano, Bernali. He's done it again. It's his 5th goal of the season. It's his 5th goal of the night. Farid Bernali. We have got an absolute star here, haven't we? I hope to God Gibraltar lock him in before Morocco comes sniffing. Fran Alvarez finding Bernali. No, finding Cassano, who finds Bernali, who once again slams it in that corner. He's just been insanely good, isn't he? Been stupidly good. He should not be this good. It should be legal. And obviously that's the benefit of using the youth academy, I suppose, isn't it? 5 goals in the first half of Bernali. We've only had 6 shots. He's put 5 of them away. That's insane. That's really, really insane. Right, so 2 of them were self-made goals as well, weren't they, by the looks of it? Well, they had a chance there. Cruz could have got one back, got a consolation goal in this tie for them. But he put it wide. What we got now? It looks like it's Benjaminson. He's going to be taking a free kick from the left-back position. Gavizo's there. And all of a sudden they're looking a bit better now. Viking Gibraltar bringing the ball forward. Vattenhammer scores. Roy Vattenhammer gets the goal. Of course, they are 7-1 down on aggregate. I mean, if they can score another 6 goals, then they go through, you know, on away goals. Is that possible? Is that likely? It was a good finish, actually, right in the bottom corner. Could have asked for better there, could you really? I feel like I want to rest a few players again, though. Don't really want to take much risks. So we're going to bring off Benali. He scored 5 goals today. I don't want to risk him getting injured at all. We're going to bring on Butterworth again to give a bit of first-team football. And then Almeida can come on in place of Charlie Rowan, who's been booked. We're going to have a triple substitution, rest and protect some important players. And also give some others an opportunity to show what they can do as well. We want Recalde to knock some goals in this season. And we want Butterworth as well, who's one of the younger players from the academy brought in last season. We want to see him do well as well, if we can. (5-1) here tonight. Things are going very, very well. 7-1 on aggregate. I'm really interested to see what the prize money is going to be, to be honest. So I don't think this is on TV, so it's not going to be a massive amount of money, but there we go. It's a victory. We're through to the next round of the Euro Cup 2. And see if is there prize money involved? £68,900. I'll take that. I will take that all day long. And we're going to go into another round now as well, where I believe it's already been drawn. Well, no, it's not been yet. Well, it has been drawn. Yeah, we don't know who we're going to get. We're going to get FC Sheriff Tiraspol, who, if we look at their key player, is not far away from our level. Or Newtown in Wales. We look at their best player. Again, not far away from our level. So it's going to be pretty even. And we'll come back next video and we will have that second qualifying round, is it? Yeah, so once we get past these qualifying rounds... Well, there's 4 of these. So we've got to go through 4 before we even get into... Wow. So 4 even before we get into... Oh, it's not a group stage, is it not? Is it a big tree? I don't know, actually. No, it is. I don't know. I've got no idea. We'll wait and see what happens, won't we? Anyway, yeah, we'll come back next video. We will take on either FC Sheriff Tiraspol or Newtown. I'm going to look and see if I can get a new goalkeeper in the next few days, though, just to give us the best possible chance. And now with the extra money as well, what's our transfer budget looking like? We've actually got 170k to spend, but it's the wage budget is the thing, isn't it, really? So let me just get rid of cancel. There we go. Just some players we're letting go out on loan there. Yeah, I'm going to go away, see if I can find a couple of good players to help us out, and I'll come back to you when we play our second game in this competition. Bye.